closing years of the Sengoku era, Japan was consumed by perpetual conflict. The fires of war raged on, spreading deep into the mountains, to the land of Ashina.
Is the war finally over?
General Tamura is no more!
Master swordsman Ishin Ashina staged a bloody coup and wrested control of the land.
What's the matter, Stray? Nothing left to lose? Well, would you look at that? Fascinating. Will you join me, starving wolf?
On that day, a young cub was taken from the battlefield. He trained relentlessly, and indeed, went on to become a master shinobi.
Listen, Wolf. You must never forget the shinobi code. As your father, my word is absolute. Your master's is a close second. As of today, he is your master. Defend him with your life. If he is taken, bring him back at any cost. You understand me, don't you, Wolf?
Well, damn. Hello, everyone. This is probably one of my favorite Fromsoft intros to any of their games, but it's not actually over yet. We have a loading scene before another cutscene, but might as well say hello now, I guess. Why not? This is actually one of the best titles I think I've played from Fromsoft as well. I think it beats the
Some
Soul
20
series for
years
me.
After Ishin's coup, the Ashina clan was on the brink of collapse. And the shinobi, known as Wolf, had lost everything. Both the man who took him in and the boy he had sworn to protect.
Also, you guys can let me know if you want me to change the language to Japanese. I just figured I'd put it on English by default,
Shinobi.
but if you guys want something different, feel free to let me
Open
know.
your eyes. For the sake of your master.
Give me the freedom. A ornamental letter. A letter thrown into the well. Kuro, wolf, your destiny awaits you at the Moonview Tower. Escape from the well and find the tower bathed in moonlight. Even without a blade, you can reach it. Stay silent. Stay vigilant. And we also got Kuro's Charm because this is my first time playing the game. We're not going to be giving it to Kuro, though. Because I actually have never done a playthrough like that, and I don't know what to expect. And I'm trying not to make this super duper long. Also, I'm just going to use some movement tech that I learned just to speed things up. You can actually completely walk through all the enemies here, but you see our health, we get hit, we die, and I don't really want to risk that because we go back to the bottom of the well. It just takes a long time, so I might as well stealth. Usually on like New Game Plus playthroughs, I'll just run because you get full health actually at the beginning of a New Game Plus playthrough instead of this little tiny like 1 HP. And even though I've played the game before, I'm going to be doing my best not to just rush through every area. And, you know, take it slow, stealth some areas, even though I know I don't need to. Unless, you know, we keep dying or something, then I'll just go. But yeah, if you actually give Kuro the charm, I think actually the only thing it does is that you take chip damage from blocks. And I say chip damage, it's a lot of damage from blocking.
You did well to come here.
And your posture regens
It's
slowly,
been
I
too
think.
long,
But
Wolf.
that might be from the Bell Demon, which we'll get to later. Which I'll probably ring at some point.
Well then. Raise your head. Kusabimaru, your sword. My shinobi. In accordance with the bond of Lord and Retainer, you will pledge your life in my service.
As you command.
Finally, we have our weapon of mass destruction. Kusabimaru, a katana given by Kuro the Divine Heir, an heirloom of the Hirata family, cadet branch descending from Ashina. Once thought lost, it has found its way back into the hands of the wolf. The name Kusabimaru beseeches, a shinobi role is to kill, but even a shinobi must not forget mercy, a mantra the blade itself may manifest. Sorry about your pots and books and everything. This isn't the button to pick things up. Also, I noticed picking things up in this game is a little weird. You have to be like directly looking at it, and you can't be on top of it sometimes, at least for some items. They're just breaking everything.
Loyal Wolf, I see you are wounded. I have something that may help. It is a special gourd of medicinal waters. Use it to heal your wounds.
The healing gourd. A gourd filled with vitality restoring medicine. Resting refills the gourd, made by an apprentice of the extraordinary Dr. Dogen, which we will learn more about later. Though it is strange that the gourd's medicinal waters refill automatically, the seeds within may hold the secret to how it works. This is your Estus Blast, essentially.
My lord.
Now then, were you gravely injured? Afterward?
After what?
Do you not remember that night?
I do not.
No. We'll talk about it later. Right now, we must escape Ashina Castle.
As you say.
There's a secret passage beneath the moat bridge that will take us out of the castle. Lord Ishin told me about it once. I ask you to find that secret passage. Once you find it, signal me with a reed whistle. You know, like you used to long ago. I will join you as soon as I hear it. Wolf, do you have something for me?
So giving him the charm is what makes things harder. The charm's actually like a protective thing. We'll read it whenever we get done talking to him.
I see. I leave this in your hands then, Wolf.
Alright. Gotta get rid of all these tutorial messages. Excuse me. Slap that on there. Slap that on there. Slap that on there. The homeward idol is your homeward bone. It's unlimited use in this game, but it takes a very long time. So, I don't think you'll ever be able to do it out of a boss room or pretty much anywhere where you're fog walled off, because there are some optional mini bosses that when you encounter them, fog walls just appear. I was doing something. This is what I was doing. Charm received from Kuro, placed in the wolf's person in secret after he lost his life in the Hirata estate, and gained the power of resurrection. The charm has protected the wolf well. Tempering his ordeals, to part with it would mean facing a path of hardship beyond that endured thus far. So if you want to challenge yourself, beat the game and then give Kuro the charm, which I'll eventually do. Just not right now. This is where we learn about death blows, which is your one-shot attack for stealth. They're quite loud. Oh, okay. Hey, bud. I usually don't like killing everyone here because you don't get experience, gold, or items from them yet. You don't actually get that until... This is basically the tutorial area, so you don't get it until the real first area of the game. But we might as well show off the combat a little. So you see the little bar under their health is actually called posture, and it kind of replaces stamina. And the combat system is based off of a perfect parry with your block. So as soon as you hit L1, well, I'm playing on PS4, so whatever you're playing on Xbox, or I don't know what it would be on PC, but I'm assuming if you're playing on PC, you're playing with a controller. So whatever L1 is your block, and if you hit it as you get hit by an attack, that's a parry. Just like L2 in the Souls games, and I guess, yeah, Bloodborne as well. The parry timings are different in all the Fromsoft games, but this one is when the swords clash. This is the first mini-boss. He's really a chump compared to all of them. You got a pellet. Pellets are really useful. I like to store as many as possible. I'm not going to worry about the guys where we came from by the well. Excuse me. Hey, you know, I actually never eavesdropped on them. Let's go do that. Let's see if we can still do that. I totally forgot that you can eavesdrop on the people right in front of the little hole you come out of. See if we can sneak our way back over there. So that way they're still talking about us. Are they still here? I can't see them. Hello? I think they're gone. Oh, I messed up. Yeah, they're gone. Sad days. Basically, they were just talking about me and like worried if I escaped. Eavesdropping is a cool mechanic, and I got reminded of it because we're actually about to do it, and I forgot to do it for those guys. Because I'm still, I'm trying to break the habit of rushing through the game, because I've beaten it a lot by this point, and it's only been out for a week, which it may seem like a short game, and really it is once you know what you're doing. Just like all the Souls games are actually really short, but I think it took me 45 hours on my first playthrough, and that was with exploring everything and listening to everything, not rushing through dialogue, losing a lot, dying a lot. So Now it takes you about like, I guess if you rush through the game, for me it takes about 2 or 3 hours.
You know that secret passage at the bottom of the moat, under the bridge? We just got orders to guard it. Security's getting tight. War will be upon us very soon.
So that's eavesdropping. At the beginning of the game, it doesn't actually help as much as later. Later, eavesdropping actually just gives you hints on what to do, how to approach situations, and I think it's really cool. It's a really nice addition. Mostly because it just rewards the players who like pay attention, which is nice. And they're not always like straight spelled out.
Wolf, you found it. Now let us leave this place.
Yes, my lord.
Being that it is a
To think
Fromsoft
that
game,
this is the only way.
it
To
isn't
run from the fated
filled with as many
bloodline
cutscenes
is the
that we
only
have in
answer.
the beginning. It is very story driven, but it's not told through cutscenes. It's also not as much told through item descriptions.
Where shall we go once we're away from the castle? I suppose the first thing we should do is cross the Ashina border. Or perhaps we should hide somewhere. What do you think?
Whatever you desire,
Whatever I desire? That's the wolf I know.
my lord.
Oh, nothing. I was just reminiscing. Onward then.
But there is lore and item descriptions like always, but it's not only in them really. Like the NPCs definitely have a lot more backstory than they usually do in FromSoft games.
The divine heir. Last we stood together was your uncle's funeral.
Lord Genichiro. Thank you.
Leave this to me.
This game is
So the noble Shinobi
very good
stands
wallpaper
in our
moments. If you just screenshot some of the cutscenes and just save them as a wallpaper, they'd be so good. I actually have that for one of the cutscenes. It's my favorite scene.
You face Genichiro.
So, this is your tutorial boss. Good luck. It's not easy. I'm bad. I'm already not used to having skills, and we died. It's okay though, you're meant to die. You can beat him, I'm just bad, because I rely on my skills, and it makes me bad at the game.
Is that all the Shinobi has to offer? The divine heir will be coming with me.
I still don't know where this guy comes from. Like, was he just chilling there? You guys like those feet? I know y'all are into it. got to be like the shittiest blanket I've ever seen. I know it's not what it is, but still. I always imagine he's just like covered up in a blanket because he's sleeping on this wooden floor. He's got a wooden arm, which doesn't make any sense on how it works, but it's okay because it's really cool.
So you're awake. Looks like death is not your fate, just yet.
Shinobi prosthetic, an artificial arm of a shinobi passed down by the sculptor. Wonder who that could be. A replica of a human arm fitted with a variety of mechanisms apparently designed for the modification in mind. While it bears a number of cuts and stained thick with blood and oil, it has been impeccably maintained. Hello.
What do you call yourself?
Hold on. I need to fix this.
What do you call yourself? Your eyes. The eyes of a wolf who has failed in his duties. Or so it seems to me.
That is not your concern.
Spoken like a true shinobi. I must carve the Buddha. You do what you will.
Why am I here?
All I did was drag you here. Didn't even know if I was dragging a corpse. Couldn't let you get eaten by a pack of wild dogs.
How long was I asleep?
Some time has passed since I found you.
I see.
However, your master yet lives. He's being held prisoner in Ashina Castle. They will soon make use of his bloodline. Looking at you, I'm sure you appreciate the value it has.
My left arm. What did you do to me?
That is what I call the shinobi prosthetic. A fitting fang for a one-armed wolf. Useless when it comes to carving Buddha, though. You can have it.
Shinobi prosthetic.
It is no mere replacement for your lost arm. Come to me if you find any shinobi tools.
Shinobi tools. I see. For this device.
You catch on quick. If you bring me shinobi tools, I'll find a way to fit them to the shinobi prosthetic. Then you'll come to appreciate its worth. I've said too much. Go now.
What did you mean when you said they'll make use of his bloodline?
I don't know much about him, except the dragon's heritage. There's a special kind of blood by that name, and that blood runs through your master's veins.
So the divine heir.
Someone's after him. Might be that the strange things happening to your body have something to do with that. You're quite the strange one, yet other peculiar visitors have come to this temple. There's one in the clearing to the right of the gate leading off the temple grounds. Two strangers in strange circumstances. You two might get along.
Okie dokie. Let's go talk to him. We'll do that in a second. We don't need to commune the sculpture's idol. Sculpture's idols are the bonfires of this game.
Never seen you before. Your name? Won't tell me. But you do have the look of a skilled shinobi. A shinobi. Or perhaps... Sir, please heed my humble request. Face me in battle.
You suck, dog.
Damn. Still alive. That swordsmanship. It was a thing to behold. Few have managed to kill me in such a thorough manner.
What are you?
Some call it undying. Others, infested. I can't die, so I just am. How about you? What brings you to a rundown temple like this? Seems you have a lot on your mind. Say, why don't you use me for some sword practice? Might come in handy for whatever your mission is. A warm body that can't die might prove useful to you. I volunteer mine. Well?
Very well.
Right then. Let's go. They say swinging one sword is a cure for boredom. Come back whenever you like.
We don't need to train. We're good at this game. Also, here's where the offering box is, and it comes in handy less than I would expect. Basically, if you miss an item if you miss an important item, let me put it that way, in the game, due to like the world states changing, that it can appear there and you can buy it. So resting is how you refill everything and reset the world. You can actually sit down in an idol and use it, and the world won't change, enemies won't respawn until you rest. And now we get the first use of the grappling hook, which is it's so good in this game. It's so perfect. Like, a lot of people were nervous about how it would play because Fromsoft's never done something like this, but it's just so great. They did a perfect job with it, and it feels fun to use. And then the grapple points are actually in good locations. And you also get the ability to warp at the start. You saw that we now have the travel option because we have more than one idol. Let's go ahead and sneak around here. Hello. Please die. Thanks for that. So acquiring loot in this game, instead of hitting square over their dead bodies, you actually have to hold it, and you get this vacuum effect, which took a while to get used to, but it's actually really handy. It's just kind of awkward whenever you're trying to do things quickly to sit there and like suck everything up. Now the air death blows are a bit louder than the ground ones, so let's try and there we go. So as you see, there's a body over there, body over here. You can just suck it up. It's got quite the distance. Hey bud, ignore me. Is anyone else here? No, it's just you. Alright, first section completed. Let's go back up here. Also, something that will actually help you if you start playing this game and trying to get to like a higher level of gameplay, basically get good. Let's kill this guy first. You're gonna get alerted no matter what. This guy over here is a gun guy, and they're insanely weak. We'll save him for later. They can be really annoying when there's many of them, but they're really, really weak. Oh, I missed someone. Oh, you were hiding. Not cool, bro. Anyway, like I was saying, if you really want to elevate your gameplay, something it's not something I do but should do, is actually play unlocked. While that's like a popular thing for the other games, I know this game, it is very difficult. Let's actually see if I can murder this dog. I didn't get to murder the dog. These are also the best Fromsoft dogs I've ever seen. They die in one hit to everything except like really, really late in the game, in which case they get down to 1 HP from everything, so it's still not as bad. And there are ways to still one-shot them, it's just the basic R1 won't kill them. Shuriken wheel, which actually we should read that. It's over here. A mechanical device made by the mechanical genius Dogen can be fit into the shinobi prosthetic to become a working prosthetic tool. While it is palm-sized, a surprising number of shuriken can fit into the shuriken wheel, as the edges were designed for stacking, a fine example of what can be achieved when one matches mechanical finesse with the shinobi's talent. We're actually not going to put that on just yet, and it tells you to go to the sculptor to fit the prosthetic tools on there. I'm not worried about it right now. Just trying to sneak up on this guy. I like to do the ground death blow instead of the aerial one. I just feel like I get noticed less, as I almost got noticed. This is where it tells you how to play rock, paper, scissors with perilous attacks. Basically, L1 as a thrust lands, deflect it. Jump before a sweep lands to dodge that, and then you have to straight up just step dodge grabs. Dodging in this game is pretty bad, as in your iframes are almost non-existent because it's not how they want you to play your combat. Now, there is a skill later that makes thrust attacks easy to deal with, and it'll be the first skill we grab, to where we don't have to deflect them. And there's the first mini-boss. The first real mini-boss. We get a prayer bead from it. A loose prayer bead offering 4 of them at the sculptor's idol will increase maximum vitality and posture. We currently have 1 in our possession. And a gourd seed. A seed from which healing waters continuously spring forth. Give to Emma to increase the maximum uses of the healing gourd. The twisted gourd of medicinal water is well known throughout Ashinis since long ago, but it was the extraordinary healer Dogen and his pupil Emma who discovered the self-replenishing nature of his seed. Of this seed, not his seed, that's gross. And we got a fistful of ash, which I never use. You collect a lot of them in the game, and I sell them after I have like 40. And we will go back and get our gourd seed upgraded by Emma in a minute. I don't even know if she's there right now. She wasn't on the left. And I haven't rested or anything, so might not be. Hey, bud. Ceramic shards. Those are the pebbles of the game, but they feel a bit worse than pebbles. Hey, big boy. Glad you're having fun. How about instead Hey, actually, I framed it. Oh, an enemy. Let's definitely not have fun anymore. I thought we were alone here. You have iframes while doing death blows, so a lot of the time I take them just to... Alright, see ya. Everyone's on me, I don't like it. I realize this led here. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Should have rested. Who's gonna come first? Thank you. Thank you for volunteering yourself. Pretty much I want the big guy not to come over here. Someone above me? Thought I heard footsteps. Come on. Come on up here. I thought he didn't forget about me. I should have peeked it. Excuse me. You guys don't have guns, so I'll just be here. The coin purses are like your poppable money of the game. Souls, blood echoes. For this game, it's actually just money. They're also a bank system, which I didn't understand at first. Okay. Where's the third guy? The one that's not by the big dude. Here he is. Aww. It's okay. This had to happen sooner or later.
Loyal wolf, take my blood and live again.
Gotcha, boy. So that's kind of the gimmick. It's in the name. Shadows die twice. We're referred to as a shadow being a ninja, a stealthy man. Basically, it's blacked out right. Oh, hello. Get away from me. I wanted to kill this guy, but I didn't think the baby boy would be over here. Quit droning. No. I thought we were going to be fast enough. I don't know if I can clip through the roof. I really hope not. Hello. See ya. Now let's see if we can get him to come back over here. I think he's down here. Normally. Really, dog? I was trying to get in the grass so I could stealth. I can't go anywhere from here. Alright. We got this. Oh, he has a punch attack after that. Got staggered. Now he's gonna rage. Which actually increases his posture. Really helps for us. That punch is really gonna get us. Almost dodged into that like 4 times. Okay, there we go. So I like to get a lot of things done at once before I make my first trip back, which is kind of a mistake in this case. Shoot us. Kill the big roosters. And we'll rob this lady. 300 gold. Oh, come on. Let me parkour. I had it. I had it up here. There we go.
Oh, is that you, Inosuke? My son. Have you seen the young master?
I am not your son.
There you go again, Inosuke. You always tease that I'm getting senile, but a mother knows her own son. Well, anyway, take this bell. It's a charm I made with the young master in mind. Please, offer it to Buddha for his sake.
A bell charm received from an old woman who asked that it be offered to Buddha. Bell charms protect their holders through Buddha's divine protection. If one finds himself the owner of another bell charm, offering it to Buddha on their behalf is common courtesy. The sculptor at the dilapidated temple can advise on how it should be offered. We got our first NPC quest to deliver the bell to Buddha.
Who is it? Is somebody there?
Yes.
That voice. No. Could it be? Sir, my name is Inosuke Nogami, a vassal of the Hirata family. Or at least I was. I ask a favor. Might you look in on the old lady in that house? She's my mother, but her mind is failing. She cannot tell one from another.
I met your mother. She gave me a bell.
She did she? You have my thanks. That bell's troubled her for a long, long time. She kept muttering incoherently. Something about offering it to Buddha.
Yes, I was there for that. Hello. Hopefully we don't get focused on that. That guy up there that is noticing us is a big pain. I want to come up here so I can talk to this man. Actually, first, let's do that.
Care to purchase an offering?
An offering?
Indeed. I sell items to be offered to the dead, so they might rest in peace. From the looks of you, I'd wager you know a thing or two about death. Go ahead, buy an offering.
Okay, so this is what I mean by they were a bank system. The coin purses. You can buy them for a little bit more than they give you to basically pocket it. So spend 10 to put 100 in the bank is how my friend put it. I think it's 550 for the heavy and 1,100 for the bulging, and you get 1,000 from the bulging, 500 from heavy, and 100 from light. Those are the only ones that are in the game, but really it's smart to buy them when you can, because you're gonna die a lot. And I learned that in my first playthrough. So on New Game Pluses and subsequent playthroughs, I would, before every boss fight or every challenging mini boss that I knew I'd be against, I went and bought as many coin purses as I could. Farther in the game you get, they sell better coin purses. As you can see, this one only sells 3 light, so I can only buy 3 light from him, and if I get any more gold after that, I just have to have it on my person, because this is the only shop right now. And we just bought Robert's Firecrackers, which I actually didn't... Hold on. I don't know if this is the same Robert as what I'm thinking of, but maybe we'll find out. Firecrackers from across southern seas can be fitted to the Shinobi prosthetic to become a prosthetic tool. Makes a deafening sound, frightening to animals. Sold by little Robert and his father to raise funds for their travels. Their voyage brought them to Japan, where they would seek the undying in an attempt to extend Robert's life. I think it is the same Robert. I didn't mean to hit X. I meant to hit circle.
Don't use that thing around here. You'll scare the crows. They're very intelligent. Leaps and bounds smarter than other animals. Cruelty won't be tolerated.
Okay, man. Like how does it look? He's just like sticking his head in his tent. Now, I think we won't take fall damage. There we go. So anyway, I think I got sidetracked about the resurrection thing. As you see, it was blacked out before, whenever we first used it. Now it's got a little pie filled out on it. And that's because it has charges. And in order to refill the charges, once you've used them, you have to kill enemies. And there are things that make you get charges faster. Actually, death blowing, at least a boss or mini boss, I don't know about regular enemies, will automatically let you resurrect again if you have a full charge ready. So sometimes I like to use that to my advantage. Let's get rid of this guy. He's easier. The guy that's alive is easier to fight. Hello. Might have been a little boss so I don't die before the next sculpture idol. Anything up here? Okay, guess not.
I know you. Yeah. You're that good Sir Shinobi, sir. Well, I haven't seen you since, well, since that night.
What night?
You don't remember?
No.
Oh, I see. You don't remember. Listen, sir, you and I, we've met before. I was a thief back then. But those days are behind me. Now, I'm an upright and honest merchant. Only problem is, I'm broke. And being broke, I don't have anything to sell. So, good sir, would you mind lending me just a few coins to get my business going? I'll stock something useful just for you. Oh, you bet I will. And as a little bonus, I'll tell you all about that night. What do you think? Pretty good deal, right?
Here's some coin.
Thanks, good sir.
Now talk.
Yes, of course. That night, So my gang broke into the Hirata estate. Now, as you're aware, the Hirata family is part of the Ashina. Now, normally they'd mop the floor with petty thieves like us. I mean, no sweat. But it just so happens we broke in during a battle. Yeah. Almost all the young samurai were away from home, and it was a prime opportunity. Then, we started a fire and cleaned out the place. That there's when I met you. You were looking for something. At least, that's what it looked like to me. Well, that's all I know about that night.
I see.
Yeah. That look you're making now. You had that same look on your face that night. You still looking for something? Listen, good sir. For a price, I might be able to tell you some other tidbits you might find useful. Now, for a price, of course, I'm a merchant now, you know, so...
I figured it would say that.
Good sir. Looks like you don't have enough coin. I'll procure some goods with the coin you gave me. Look forward to it, good sir.
So I actually don't need to talk to him at all. I'm only doing it because he doesn't sell you stuff yet, and you have to do that for him to sell you stuff. And he does sell something we want later, and he's the only way you can get it.
Was from Hirata. I must pay my respects.
Lord Kuro,
Lady Emma, are there other Hirata survivors?
there are very few of us left.
I see. Apologies. There's no end to those who seek the dragon's heritage. This was their fate. Because of those that pursued me. I didn't mean to involve them.
Sorry, kid. Is there an item in here? No. Alright, here we go. So, this is where we're going to end the episode off. We learned a lot about the Hirata estate, that night, Buddha. So next episode, we're actually going to take a little detour. We're actually going to go back right now, because before we end it off, I am going to fit those tools and everything that we got, and we will begin the episode taking a little detour, like I said, to an optional area, but it will help out in the long run, I promise, so it'll be worth your while. First off, let's talk to Emma.
You truly returned from the dead. The power of the dragon's blood. I never thought I'd see it with my own eyes.
Who are you?
My name is Emma. I am a doctor serving a certain master.
What master?
Forgive me, but for his safety, I cannot reveal his identity. However, my master gave explicit orders to assist you in any way I can. I'm not telling you to trust me. However, I must fulfill my master's orders. The gourd of medicinal water you possess, that was originally I am a doctor.
Oops.
And I will assist you in that capacity.
You made this gourd.
Yes, it was intended for Lord Kuro, but it seems he entrusted it to you. I'm sure you may have noticed, but the medicinal waters in this gourd spring forth on their own. Even after being emptied, you will find it full again after a short rest.
Yes. Is there a way to improve it?
Bring me gourd seeds.
Gourd seeds?
Yes. Medicinal waters flow from gourd seeds. Adding new seeds will increase the volume of these medicinal waters. If you find any, bring them to me.
All right. Is this a gourd seed?
Yes. Bring it here. Plant the seed into the gourd. Perfect. Now the volume of medicinal waters in your gourd will increase.
Such a strange medicine.
Is it strange? I don't take any offense to that. If it's effective, then that's cause for celebration. whether it's strange or not. That's what my mentor Dogen taught me.
I see.
Please bring me any other gourd seeds you find. I should be able to further increase the volume of the medicinal water. I'd like to make a request.
What is it?
Please show me your face.
What?
This white mark, is it a birthmark?
No.
Then that must mean it appears on those who have received the dragon's heritage. Or perhaps it's a symptom.
Are you done?
Yes, that will be all. I'm sorry. That was rather rude of me. So, then that must mean, or perhaps...
Okay, I didn't know if she would say anything else about it.
Did I hear the ringing of a chime?
It was probably this bell. I was told to offer it to Buddha.
Does the bell hold any significance for you? If it does, talk to the sculptor. He is quite knowledgeable when it comes to Buddha.
What is it?
Seems to me your battle sense has returned. You're more like a shinobi than before, if only a little. Take this.
Shinobi Esoteric Text. A book of secrets that details a variety of techniques employed by shinobi. Grants the ability to learn shinobi-style skills. Within this text are the innermost secrets of the shinobi arts, such as attacks performed in the air and hiding one's body to avoid detection. Such moves could never be practiced by samurai.
What is it?
Shinobi techniques. Recorded within are fighting techniques that cannot be performed by samurai. Whether you make use of them or not is up to you. Shinobi aren't the only ones with their own fighting techniques.
This is where we learn about the skill point system. So there are four or five esoteric texts in the game, and they are your level up system, really. Other than the prayer beads for your vitality and posture, they're pretty much what you use to just be able to do more things to more people. Very useful, and I have to come back here.
I found one
again.
A shinobi tool?
Yes.
I said before that your prosthetic arm was a fang, but by fitting shinobi tools to your arm, you'll be able to change the form of that fang. Thick shields, break them into splinters. Swift foes, bring them down from afar. Fitting more devices means more ways to slay your enemies. If there's someone that needs killing, there's a proper way to kill them. That's all there is to it.
Seems you know this prosthetic very well.
I should calm myself. The more I speak of bloodshed, the more demonic my sculptures will become. Give it here. I'll fit that tool for you.
So we get the loaded shuriken and the shinobi firecrackers. Or firecracker, I guess.
No matter what I do, any Buddha I carve is an incarnation of wrath. Thus is the fate of those who owe a deep karmic debt. You'll understand when you try carving one for yourself one day. So, need something? Sometime you'll meet they look at.
Did not mean to do that. It's all the same stuff we did before.
Right. That kind-faced Buddha you see over there, don't do anything funny with it.
Alright, so we got our first two tools. Probably the two most useful, really. We will figure out... Oh, we also got our first couple spirit emblems, which are basically your... I equivalent them to the magic of the game, your MP bar, because it lets you use the shinobi tools, which aren't magical. As you can see, it's shuriken and firecrackers, but they kind of, you know, take up that slot. So I'm gonna rest just because, I don't know, it doesn't really do anything for me. But I'm gonna end the episode off here. Almost an hour long. maybe just an hour long. My timer might be off a little bit. But with that, we are going to see what's up with this Buddha everyone's talking about in the next episode. So if you guys enjoyed so far, like, comment, subscribe. If you're excited to see more of this beautiful, beautiful game with its wonderful story, stick around. It'll be uploading daily. I should probably mention this now. So, Pokemon Ultra Shiny Gold Sigma, it has been pre-recorded for a very long time. I want to mention this now instead of in another episode. I have 22 episodes rendered, 26 episodes total recorded, so 5 more that haven't been rendered. That's because I got really into the game. I really was enjoying it, and I sat down for an entire day making episodes. It was really a lot of fun. My problem is it is corrupted now. So I'm not going to render those extra... Sorry, I'm bad at math. 4 episodes, not 5. It has 5 because I had an interruption in an episode, so I have 2 video files for it, so I stopped the recording. It is corrupted. I have not found a way to fix it. If I do, it'll continue as normal. This is going to be uploaded alongside with it because right now, as it sits, it's an unfinished project, and it most likely will stay unfinished. I have had this happen twice now with Pokemon games, which is really sad because I love playing Pokemon. But it's what it is, I guess. I just have horrible, horrible luck recording it. So this will be uploaded alongside with that. That will probably stay unfinished, like I said. I don't want to render the 4 episodes and upload them if I can't make more after that anyway. It's just, it takes a lot of time out of my day to sit down and edit 4 videos and render them all. They take a long time. I don't have a very powerful PC. So yeah, just mention that here. We're gonna have 2 LPs going up currently. This one might even finish earlier than the 22nd episode of Pokemon. I don't know how long it's going to take us to go through the game. If so, we'll have another LP right after this one going through. But I figured I made that content. I might as well put it out there. One day we may revisit the game. I don't know. Really sad. I had a lot of fun. But we did get pretty far. So it's good. We at least beat the Elite Four in those 22 episodes for Johto. So that's good. I feel at least okay with that, to the point where I'm not going to delete the videos that are up right now and just say it never happened. Like what happened with Sacred Gold, that was also really sad. It's second gen games, man. Second gen games don't work for my channel. But enough ranting about that. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode.